Hey everyone, it's Neptorka here, back for another reaction video. We have the Duo Marth and Mythic Elm Year 35 dual banner for Fire Emblem Heroes. So I think Duo Marth is just going to be like a special unit that we get. And then, of course, the actual Mythic Legendary of the, or Emblem-ish hero of the banner is going to be Mythic Elm. I don't remember an elm. We'll have to see. Let's just see. Let's get into it. See what we got. I did see Marth and Sita. So let's see. Okay, we got a new mythic hero first. Oh, that elm. Really?
I'd sleep easier if the servants of Asker decided to stop existing already.
Wait, didn't we already have him? Okay. Dude, I don't like Elm at all. So. Okay. Okay, so they gave him a something similar to Embla.
You're done.
You're done. Yeah, I do not like Elm at all. So we'll take a look at both of them and then we'll see the artwork of both of them and then we'll go from there. Okay.
I need you.
And I you.
I need you. Oh boy. Got a lot of text to read here. Oh boy.
I'm with you. To a future of light.
Okay. Okay. Some good stuff here. Looks like that's the
Together.
Is that the end
No
of it?
matter what.
Oh no, there's something else here.
There.
Oh, they're just gonna show Bantu's. All right, let's take a look at what else we got on the banner. Oh, so red's gonna be freaking stacked. Before we get into the review of the units, we'll take a look at everything here. So we have let's start with colorless. We have like Edane. I can't remember who this is. I can't even remember. Elfin and Edane. I think those are the two names. And who else was colorless? Guleveg. So colorless is actually kind of a dud. Blue is gonna be what? Nell. Rearmed Nell. Hresvelg. And is it Athos? Yeah. It's okay. Yeah. Green is Haroon, Legendary Camilla, and Robin, Legendary Robin. That one's definitely a dud. And then this is probably the single best red pool I think we've ever had, ever. I'm gonna assume that these two are top tier. And then their accompanying unit is Legendary. Yeah, that's pretty good. So, let's go ahead back and look at this.
Existing already.
I saw Elm, and the only thing that I can think of was Alm, and I was like, was there a typo? But, nope. So, we have Jaws of Closure, accelerate special trigger. When the unit is in combat, foe's savior effects will not trigger. Nice. After unit acts, inflicts undefended on closest foes within 5 spaces of unit. For foes within 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit, inflicts Spectrum -5 and reduces percentage of foes non-special, reduces damage by X%, skills by 50% during combat. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than 25%, grants bonus to units' stats equal to 15% of unit's speed. At start of combat, unit deals X times 8 damage. It reduces damage from foes first attack by X times 6 during combat. And X is going to be the number of foes within 3 spaces of target. Okay. And at the start of the turn, if the unit is adjacent to only beast or dragon. Okay, so the normal beast transformation. We have Nimble Beast, which we are now accustomed to. We have a new opening. If unit can transformation. Okay, so we have the improved transformation effects, which are good. If defending an Aether Raids at start of enemy turn 1, if conditions for transforming are met, unit transforms. Yeah, okay. If unit is transformed or foe's HP is greater than 75% at start of combat, grant Spectrum 9 to unit, neutralizes effects that inflict special cooldown charge minus X on unit. Unit deals plus X damage. Reduces damage from foe's first attack by X during combat. Reduces damage from foe's special by an additional X. Okay. And restores 7 HP to unit after combat. Okay. We'll get back to that in a second. Okay, we have Bestial Agility. And then we have Preempt Screech, which I'm assuming is going to be only for beast foes. Inflicts speed and defense -4 on foe. Disables the skills of all foes, excluding the foe in combat. And grants special cooldown count -1 to this unit before unit's first attack during combat. That's pretty awesome. Not going to lie. I'm a little disappointed in it feels like the kits are kind of competing with each other. The A skill is a very defensive ability, whereas the weapon is an offensive ability. I generally like it when they're both the same, you know, both into offense, both in defense. So I don't like it when it tries to be this all-around unit, because generally when you try and do both, it ends up being bad. Considering Preempt Screech on the unit, plus Bestial Agility, I feel like it needs to be more of a offensive unit, which means that A is basically used for you to survive like counterattacks, but it kind of sucks that an entire skill is burnt out on that. So I'm kind of disappointed with that. But for the most part, I think this is gonna really this is. Yeah, I hate Elb, but this is like a unit that's in my playstyle, so that's really frustrating. It is what it is. So we'll see if man, and it's an Astra whatever the special thing is, so you're gonna like want it on your team. That kind of sucks. Sucks for me. Like, I think the unit's great. So I think this is gonna be a must pull for anyone who's really into Aether Raids. I'm really into Aether Raids, but well, yes, like I said, I still don't like Elm. I may wait until the new units are announced in a couple of days, which will be the Fallen units. We'll see what happens. But for now, let's move on. Let's move ahead to the anniversary unit. I love Sita. She's one of my favorites. So just a little bummed that Marth is the lead unit, but that's, you know, it makes sense. So we have Sword of Peace, accelerates special trigger for allies within 3 spaces of unit, grants attack speed +5, and grants special cooldown count -1 to ally before allies first attack during combat, and restores 10 HP to those allies after their combat. Okay. If the unit is within 3 spaces of an ally, grants bonus to unit's attack speed defense res equal to the number of allies within 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit times 3 +5. Max 14. Unit deals plus X damage, reduces damage from foes first attack by 50% of X during combat. Reduces damage from foes specials by an additional 50% of X. And X equals the highest total bonuses among unit and allies within 3 spaces of unit. Grant special cooldown count -1 to unit before unit's first attack, and reduce the percentage of the foes. Non-special reduces damage by X% skills by 50% during combat, and restores 10 HP to unit after combat. So the 10 HP is to everyone, which is really nice. And then he's got Fire Emblem, and with the Accelerate special trigger and the special cooldown count, you're basically going to be proccing this almost like every hit. It's going to be boost damage by 40% of unit speed when special triggers. At start of player phase or enemy phase, if the unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants Spectrum +7, Fire Emblem, and Null Panic to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. Damn! Reduces damage from foes' attacks by X% during combat. X equals the number of allies on the map with the Fire Emblem effect active, including unit, times 10, max 40%. Unit can counterattack regardless of foe's range. Fire Emblem neutralizes effective against bonuses for all movement types. Ooh. And grants bonus to unit stats equal to the highest bonus on each stat between unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit. This is kind of crazy. And it reduces damage from foes' first attack by 10 during combat, so flat damage reduction. This is kind of a crazy ally buffer all in one. We have another Blue Skies 4, which gives us the Kanto 2. We have Shield of Hope, inflicts attack speed defense -5 on foe, neutralizes effects that guarantee foes follow-up attacks and effects that prevent units follow-up attacks, and grants effects based on the total value of bonuses on 3 allies with the highest bonus totals during combat. If value is greater than 20, if decreasing the speed necessary to make a follow-up attack by 10 would allow the unit to trigger a follow-up attack, triggers potent follow 100% if the value is greater than or equal to 40. If foe initiates combat, unit can counterattack before foe's first attack. And if the value is greater than or equal to 60, neutralizes effects that prevent units' counterattacks. And also, if it is the first combat initiated by the foe that turn, a unit can make a follow-up attack before the foe's next attack. So, this is definitely the Sita portion of the skill. The Fire Emblem was the Marth portion of the skill. Pretty amazing. And then we have SD Hold Guide. Allies within 2 spaces of unit can move to any space within 2 spaces of unit. Unit can move to a space within 2 spaces of any ally within 2 spaces, and inflict speed defense -4 on foes within 3 spaces of a unit during combat. That's crazy, man. That's a lot of like just versatility and mobility. That's great. This unit's cracked. I love it. And then we have the Duo skill here. Grants another action to the ally with the highest HP that is within 2 spaces of unit and has already acted. And grants potent follow and neutralizes foes' bonuses during combat to that ally for 1 turn. Pretty nice. I mean, this is solid. So we have 2 crazy good units. I think it might be worth my while to pull until I get 1 copy, like a red unit from this banner, and then I'll stop. I don't want to risk getting multiples, but I think it would probably be worth it. But overall, I'd say these units are really good. This is going to be just good everywhere. And I love the older art style, even on the chibi here. It looks great. Elm, I hate the character, but the unit looks really good. It always sucks, like, you know, it's one of the less popular ones, so it comes out later, but it's going to end up being busted. And it's like, man, I wish this kit was on, like, something like Ike or something, you know? Like, it'd be way cooler, or, like, you know, Mythic to Barn. Instead, we got Mythic fucking Elm. Sucks. But it is what it is. Avoid every color but red. Red is just so good. You'd basically be a fool not going for it. I mean, I couldn't even tell you what the second best unit on this banner is. Maybe Frestfeld. So blue is probably the next best pool after this. Actually, for sure, blue is the next best pool after that. And then there's a massive drop-off after that. So, honestly, I would just stick to red and go for it. It looks cool. Both these units are incredibly good. And then, of course, Legendary Ira is kind of cracked as well as an offensive unit. So, that's all there is to say. Definitely, I would pull for red on this banner. How much you want to pull for it, it's up to you. I'm probably going to pull until I get my first one, and then I'll stop. Because, don't forget, that May is a month that generally has a lot of cracked heroes. We'll have the Fallen banner, and then we'll have the Wedding banner, and generally both of those are extremely good. And then right after that, we're going to be going into June, which is going to have swimsuits, and it's going to be the half banner with all of the, with probably like one of the Mythic units that will come out during that time as well. We could get another Astra, like, special Mythic, or maybe it'll be one of the Mythics. I think maybe we haven't gotten Darkness of the special Mythic that allows us to bring another hero in. We'll have to see. But overall, pretty good. Nice little celebration unit for us to have here. I think it's kind of cool that they did that. So yeah, that's kind of cool. So definitely go for red. If you really want to, you can maybe go for a couple blues, like if there's no red orbs to show up. But then I would not go for anything else. Everything else is going to be a dud. Don't do it. So, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Good luck to you guys in all your pulls, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Neptorka out. See you guys.